He is now in the airport waiting for her coming from Moroccan patient. He's unaware of what is around him because he is busy in counting how much time is left for her to be in Ukraine. There are other people waiting in the airport and they are making noise everywhere. However, Adam hears only the sound of Eve's messages in his cell phone, every moment receiving a message from her to tell him about her feeling on her way to meet him in Ukraine.
In fact, Adam and Eve knew each other in Go Camp online program. Obviously, Adam and Eve were the most distinguished campers in all the activities of the Go Camp program, and their competition to win the Go Camp leadership finished by a strong friendship between them. The years passed quickly. Then Adam and Eve became young enough to decide to marry and continue their life together. Indeed, they were waiting for this to happen for years, and now their dream comes true. Adam is in airport waiting for Eve to come and everything is prepared to start such sacred relationship between them.
Once she appeared coming out of the airport. Adam waved his hand to draw her attention. Adam waved his hand to draw her attention. At this moment they stopped for a while looking at each other in surprise. Their dream is now achieved. Then they approached to each other in a hurry. This was the first time to have to face conversation. They wanted to say many things to each other, but by they and they could say nothing. They were only looking at each other into joy and launching in happiness. Afterwards, they went to house where Adam lives with his parents, and when they reached the house, they found the whole family members waiting for their coming. They welcomed them with blessing and words of appreciation.
A few hours later, the whole family members sat together to have lunch. They were silent for a while, but then Adam's mother broke the silence. We are happy to have you with us, Yev. Adam told us a lot about you and your country, said Adam's mother, smiling. Yeah, thank you very much. Me too. I am very happy to be with you. I myself become familiar with Ukraine and its culture, but I do not know the names of these nice meals and dishes on the table. They look very delicious, said Yev, smiling. Adam sister seized the opportunity to speak now. This is a bit soup of Ukrainian origin called borscht, and this is a popular Ukrainian dumplings called vareniki. And this one is a Ukrainian stuffed cabbage called holubtsi. In terms of this, it is a Ukrainian potato pancake called diruni. And these are two famous Ukrainian drinks, uzvar, which is made by using diet of fresh fruits and berries. And this one is kvass, which is a popular Selvi drink in Ukraine. Thank you very much, said Yev, showing much more interest in such special Ukrainian food.
In the next 2 days, Evie wanted to discover more about Ukraine. Therefore, Adam took her to the most famous historical monuments and landscapes in Ukraine. They went to Uman in the central of Ukraine. This city is on the banks of the Umanka River. They also visited Rakhiv, which is the highest city in Ukraine. This mountain town is really the perfect playground for nature and hiking lovers. In addition, they went to Kiev, the capital, which is filled with great Soviet architecture, monasteries, golden domed churches, and nice streets. By the end, they visited Kamensk-Podolsky fortress, which is the most picturesque fortress in Eastern Europe.
Adam and Eve enjoyed these 2 days by visiting different places in Ukraine. But since the third day, they started to prepare for the wedding celebration. They were trying to make a celebration in which there's a mixture of the Moroccan and Ukrainian customs and traditions. Uh, Indeed, it was very difficult for them to choose because both countries have amazing customs and traditions in celebrating marriage. Each country has its own beautiful and distinguished cultural properties.
Now, the day of the wedding celebration takes place and the house becomes full of guests, including members of Eve's family, who came recently to attend the celebrations. Such mixture of Moroccan and Ukrainian music, clothes, and customs made the celebration so special and enjoyable for everyone attending the celebration. The difference became a source of interesting and a much desired thing to discover for both families. It was really an amazing and wonderful celebration for all.
Gone are the years. Adam and Eve had a newborn baby. She was a nice daughter who grew up to be a young, beautiful girl. She became a famous Ukrainian singer, and his songs were heard everywhere. However, a few years later, everything changed. Adam and Eve were infected by COVID-19. They were kept in hospital and isolation from anybody. And later on, the doctor informed he that her parents died because of coronavirus. She couldn't believe that her parents died this way. She couldn't bear this blunt fact, and she spent a couple of months crying and feeling lonely. But one day she was so surprised to see them dancing in a given celebration that she organized for the elderly. In fact, her parents did not die as the doctor said, but they escaped from hospital before recovering from their sickness. She also discovered that the virus damaged their memory and they no longer remember anything or anyone from their past. But as soon as she approached them and hugged them, both of them started to call her in her name. She recovered their memory.